Jesus.
See, at least, Adam, at least he's straight up with it. Last but not least to the fans, we made every decision going forward considering this was only one goal in mind, to be the very best. There, good. Lay it out. At least say it. That's rough, though. I wonder where he'll go.
Oh, that's right. It means Uni's playing with Eternal Envy again.
Yeah, man. You get to see the old, that classic fucking GIF, dude.
10 seconds.
That's like one of the most timeless GIFs of all time. The Kunkka. Oh my god, I think that's what it was at least.
Kunkka mid? He's like, well, all right.
Alright, what do these Planet Dog guys win with here? Let me see some of this. What's been their bread and butter?
Is that going to be your drafting suggestions now?
Yeah,
you guys won with this.
Yeah, you guys win some games before. Why don't let's take a step back here. Let's try and figure this shit out.
Radiant team ban.
Oh yeah, they got all kinds of team names going on here. Like they beat Kingwin. They knocked them out of this qualifier. Man, that's how about that story too? By the way, Kingwin actually qualifying to what is it, Katowice? I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get lessons when I'm there.
Yeah,
how to say that name.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know.
I like it
because I always watched the CS:GO.
Yeah,
Katowice event. And I thought they said Katowice, but I think that they were saying it slightly wrong.
Whatever. I legit thought it was like Katowice until. So, I'm just reading the thing. Thankfully, someone saved me before I ever said anything.
Welcome to ESL 1 Katowice.
Katowice. This is in Japan.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Oh, they're taking out the Rasta. Can't let that thing through on the first pick. Can agree.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe Dog gets their puck.
Yeah, that seems to be. I'm seeing a lot of wins with that hero.
Something. Oh, really? They're actually going to change up their. I thought, okay, they left Lycan out, but they won't leave puck out.
Oh, geez.
I guess the difference of first pick is that dramatic. They can't give away the Shadow Shaman. That was okay, you're not first pick, so you make sure to ban the Shadow Shaman instead of Lycan. Sure, that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I just undervalue Tusk, but I don't view Tusk as that strong of a first pick compared to other form positions that are out there. I think you can get an equal amount of power out of other fours.
It feels weird that he's still so valued. I don't know. I'm not sure why either, but everyone else seems to love him still. But it just feels like there's all these heroes that just do not care about Tusk in the slightest. You got your PLs, your pucks, all these fast heroes too. But so they actually take the bang this time. So better secured lanes. They leave in the Omni Knight, but at least you can think okay, maybe we can do something against this guy at this point. If they want to first phase it. The question is probably is S4 just gonna first phase the Brewmaster?
Takes advantage of Bane.
Feels like they always used to be forced into doing that, but I don't know if they are so much anymore.
Oh, geez. Turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Oh, where's Fog Dodo when you need him?
The old ET.
Shadow Demon. First thing that I thought of was Kunkka. Right, because then you have X to be able to stop Bane, which is really long range, which I thought would have been nice. And then obviously it's a good combination with the Shadow Demon. Instead, we're going to get the Elder Titan, which is just team fight. And this hero is so annoying right now. I think Fogged is actually pretty on point with what he was saying about ET. Hero is, I think, being underpicked by large amounts. As long as there's no clockwork in the game, I think this 4 position like stands head and shoulders taller than anybody else when it comes to team fight potential.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. And in terms of like roaming around too, like he's pretty hard to match and deal with and like mirror his movements. If I guess you could say that Tusk kind of would be okay in that situation too. Like it's harder to play that like free early game as an Elder Titan if there's someone like Tusk around who just like snowballs on you with one other hero and you're just dead or blocks you in. Can't just be this nice roaming around dude or you're dual laning shit. So I don't know if that factors into it at all for them, but
5 seconds remaining.
Jerax, obviously he's fantastic, but I think he's one of those players that he's not just really good at those gankers. He's also just like you think about that Naga. He didn't really do much last game in the early game. He was enabled because he was just getting purified in that lane by an Omni Knight. He's doing a shitload of damage, but that was like mid game controlling. Usually it feels like there's 2 kind of players. There's the position 4 players that are super good at that really early pressure, but maybe they struggle a bit in terms of like the actual mid game fights. But Jerax he's just good, man. You know. You give him this Elder Titan, they'll hit this like 3-man sleep or something into ultimate in the mid game and just win it for you.
Yeah, I think as a 4 position, you have to know when to hit that switch, when to like cool your jets.
Yeah.
When it comes to that laning phase aggression, like start turning that off as you start going later into the game and focusing a little bit more on getting farm, getting your next set of items, and being more relevant in team fights and.
Yeah, it's funny. You go from playing this like hyper aggro, like in your face, punching everyone, into all right, I'm just gonna sit in the fog until they jump on no tail, and I'm gonna sleep 3 people, and we're gonna win.
Yeah, especially since they have a save in the disruption as well, so you can really bait out a core, and that disruption will last long enough for the stomp to go off. But Planet Dog do have their Lycan. They have a hypermobile hero that is going to be able to dodge all of ET's abilities for the most part.
They got any big ET friends they like on the squad?
10 seconds remaining.
Let's see. They've done the Brewmaster before. That's still
5
available. That was in
seconds
Captain's Draft
remaining.
though, so it's a little bit different. They haven't been playing too much Elder Titan lately, it looks like.
I think SF is crazy strong with Elder Titan. New magic damage build that's happening. But I don't know if you want it against Lycan Bane. I think there's nothing about that duo that says a good SF game.
No, and it wouldn't hurt to get
Radiant
some more
team
stuns
pick.
too. So it will be the brew. Fair enough. No reason.
Probably
not
the
to.
best offlaner against Lycan, right? Because Omni Knight can't pressure Lycan just because of the regen that comes out
10
from
seconds
Howl.
remaining.
You're actually pretty heavily able to offset that damage.
5 seconds remaining.
Brewmaster
about
can
Tide
at least
yesterday,
like
too.
kill your CS.
OG's turn to
Tide
pick.
feels the same way as Omni too, honestly. Like even though PD banned it, I mean that would have worked really well with their team fight. It's like Ravage into sleep. It's just GG or whatever, so that's understandable. Easier to execute than the Brewmaster. But yeah, I like this laning setup.
10 seconds remaining.
Much more active 4 here too, in terms of like early game
5
kills. And
seconds
not even just
remaining.
early game kills, but like mid game make shit happen. Maybe that was the problem. They had no initiation last fight except for Brewmaster ulti. Remember that 6 silence no tail had too? That was pretty lit.
And Brewmaster Ultimate is not a hard initiation by
No.
any stretch of the imagination. You have to jump in, hurry of me, and then get that off. Then you have to throw the boulder. The boulder has to slowly slide through the air.
Kind of does a little
eventually
like
hits its target.
rotation.
Yeah, it's
you know,
like it's like 3
front
whole
flipping.
seconds before you finally get a stun out from that quote unquote initiation. So this time around, hard and fast. And it also is like we're basically looking at the same kind of heroes, right? Bane set up for Sand King, sleep into Burrow Strike, Shadow Demon Disruption into Stomp for ET. They're both counter initiators as well. Somebody gets gone on, you channel the Stomp. Epicenter is going to be the channel on the side of Planet Dog. I feel like they're actually going toe to toe here relatively well. Now we've got the Sven versus the
5
Lycan,
seconds
which is
remaining.
quite favorable matchup for the Sven, as you just compare those two heroes. But I highly doubt Lycan's going to be the hard carry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay,
They
I'm ready
have
for some good fights here.
they have no disables to go through BKB.
Yep.
And they probably won't have one, seeing as their last pick is their mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, there's nothing that really
5
solves that.
seconds remaining.
3 strength heroes. Midnight Pulse is going to be doing crazy amounts of damage. Sven is a notorious carry who's very susceptible to being kited, and also very susceptible to disables that can go through BKB. And they've got 2 of them in the Black Hole and the Bane. I think this is actually a really legit Enigma game. I'm not fully
10
set.
seconds remaining.
I know Cancel Stack has been playing it quite a bit,
5
when I understand.
seconds remaining.
I think it was them at least. Someone's been playing it. Have you seen that Eidolon damage now?
Yeah.
It's actually absurd. It just like destroys the building. I mean, yeah, obviously that's getting to like 20 minutes or whatever, but it's quite ridiculous. And then you hit 25 and you can literally just split push entire racks by yourself. Some serious late game presence, but Queen will be the final removal from OG. Would have ran it out fairly nicely. There's still Razor for PD. I kind of like it because you can contest stacks early on. And then obviously he's just up against the Sven.
Team
Yeah.
OG's turn to pick.
Oh.
Okay. Speaking of late game.
Well, that is indeed your hard carry for Planet Dog, and they've got a lot of high ground defense, and they've got multiple TP points for the Tinker as well.
10
Enigma, Eidolons, Lycan, Wolves are really
that's a
good.
point. Mm-hmm.
5 seconds.
You've got
Man, they don't have a lot of time at all for this pick either. They had 20 seconds.
You got to get a hero that just jumps on top of Tinker. Oh,
there he is.
okay, that is
Ugh.
an interesting idea. So the Arc Warden's going to match the split push from the Tinker, and he also comes with some kill mechanisms against Tinker later on when he gets Shadowblade Orchid, and he just sends out his illusions to go hunt down Tinker. But I don't think that they're going to be very successful here.
I would be worried about the early game pressure from Planet Dog, I think. That would be my concern. I feel like there's a chance that, if they just like run at this Arc Warden early on in the game, he just feels like garbage until he has that Maelstrom or like right into the Blink Dagger or something like that.
Yeah.
It feels so hard to make anything happen with this hero. And then you look what your other hero is, and it's a Sven. And if it's like a no-tail Sven, I feel a little better about it, but it's going to be Rezo playing it, and he probably won't be as active, even if he's still kind of playing that same role. Just feels like no-tail's such a good feel for that.
They pretty much all damage that ignores the bubble, right? Tinker doesn't right-click at all. Lycan is highly mobile and just will run straight through. The rest of the damage is all magic. I'm feeling Dog on this one.
Yeah, I would agree. But it is OG with a couple signature heroes. We'll see if they can make it work.
I think they don't have a whole lot of catch for Tinker, right? The biggest threat I think they actually have is that spirit, a well-timed astral spirit, thrown onto whatever Tinker's teleporting, can instantly put damage on him. He won't be able to make the blink play. Because as far as I can see it, like as long as he's playing trees the whole entire time, it's really hard for this lineup to catch him, right? They don't have any vision over trees. They don't have like a high amount of mobility that really enables you to be able to follow Tinker into those trees. You've just pretty much got we got some damage on him to prevent the blink, and Sven just comes in and one shots him real quickly.
And I think that like
I don't think
team
Arc Warden
fight
hunts
too.
him down really.
No. You're like fighting too, and if this Tinker blinks outside of the range, or like just the range of Stormhammer, like what do you do? You know, you just gonna like run towards this Tinker, you're gonna get lasered. Like if Rezo's not the one to stun him, he's gonna be very hard to control during the actual engagements too.
Yeah. Well, let's see if OG can make it work. I guess they got Shadow Poison. I guess that's vision over trees.
I mean, it
not
is
really
but
good.
It doesn't do anything though.
Yeah. It's like you got to be in a position. Like if you're in the position to poison the trees, you're most likely in a position where Tinker knows you're there anyway.
Yeah, he's not there anymore at that point. That is fair.
So I think it's really important for OG to win the laning phase, and they are setting themselves up to do so with this Elder Titan ready to do some real bully action with the Brewmaster.
They're gonna do a double pull play here. It's like, all right, one of us has to get nightmared. The other one will get the wave.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So Jarex goes first, and with his spirit, he's far enough out of range. It's going to be pretty tough for J4 to catch him anyway.
He's got boots, so.
And Brewmaster can test the Lycan if he wants. Just drunken haze him on the creep wave that he's going to try and pull.
Man, and they get both bounty runes too.
Okay, Jarex is actually going to be the one contesting because he can double spirit on the heroes and just run at them with his boots. J4 is standing up and fighting against him, though, and he does have the brain zap. He tries to run one direction. Milan is going to try and bro strike over the trees. Does manage to land it pretty well. J4 looks like they should have the damage thanks to the Howl to be able to get that first blood. So very nicely played. Great way to be able to counter that plan from Jarex to contest that first creep wave.
Yeah, they actually wouldn't have got that without the Howl, so good call from Ditchera to hold the point. Now level 2 as well.
Enigma versus Sven in lane, though. You got to be careful, especially with the new cleave function. And how far it stretches out. You got to be real careful with your Eidolons in this lane. He's already fed a full wave of them to resolution, so better make up for that with some good denies.
Yeah, it's true.
Jarex
getting stuff against the Shadow Demon.
Tried to jerk it through the trees. Not going to make it. Bro struck up again. And will end up dying a second time here. So trying to buy a bunch of space for S4, but it is feeding a lot of gold to these supports. You're going to have some pretty early boots for J4 at this rate. Yeah, he just picks up a bounty rune and already has the gold for it.
Meanwhile, S4 and Ditchera are just kind of 1v1ing here. But I don't think they have any sort of rotation to really help him either. They just move on to him with the boots. Jarex is still level 1. He actually has 0 experience.
It's just so sad. I look at bottom lane. There's 3 heroes running away from an Elder Titan. I'm just yeah, that makes sense. That's
And
ET.
back he is. He's buying TPs too. He's got 3 at this point.
Well,
Can't have my unreliable gold. Let's see if third time's a charm here for old Jarex. Not man. Not looking so hot.
oh, J4. He went to cut him off, and
Yeah.
as a result, we'll just be able to TP out. I don't. Do you like? I'm not. Do they really need to keep doing this? Like, I felt like the first pull was all that was really needed for Brewmaster. I feel like they could actually just 2v3 the lane instead of just trying to buy more and more pulls for S4. Am I crazy?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm thinking the same thing, but I feel like Jarex is so far behind that the two of them just sit in the lane. It feels like they'll just kill Jarex.
Mm.
You know, if there's like 3 heroes there, like with even just like one more like and right click.
Radiant's top tower.
Well, is it any different? Jarek's dying here, Jarek's dying there. What is it?
You'll never expect me to just keep running in a circle.
Now the neutrals. Stun and give it to the Tinker. Nice.
All right. Interesting tactics coming out here. What's Fly's life like? He's been camping top quite a bit, obviously, just like living with Rezo, but he has one stack built up there for him. All right, he's a second one too. Man, I don't even know if he's been that far. Good old Fly. Good old Shadow Poison, honestly.
Oh, mid lane. Looks like they might be able to get this kill on No Tail. Yeah, should be. Pretty easy at that. Even J4 was there. And this is about the time where the Lycan stops needing help. He's going to miss CS, obviously, because of Drunken Haze, but he doesn't really need the extra help now that he's got the high level of Feral Impulse and Howl.
Yeah,
His regeneration.
Too, I think. Yeah, on the way, but...
Oh, yeah.
Is this a... Oh, okay, good. This is boots. Alright, Jerax. Oh, his ward just gets spotted. That's unfortunate. There's my Enigma at Meg. Almost hits Arcanes. So if he gets 6...
He gets
Probably
Arcanes
just
over Soul Ring, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if he's just like living in the past or what.
I was thinking about that earlier. If you go one or the other, I have this weird thing where it's like, you know how Hani always built Boots of Travel all the time. Like
Yeah.
I have this weird thing where it's like, do I really need to upgrade my boots? So oftentimes I just like, you know, going like Brown Boots, Soul Ring, and a later Boots of Travel on some of these heroes.
Arcanes are just like, I don't know. They just don't feel good anymore. Unlike any hero.
Yeah.
Guardian Greaves are so bad.
Unless it's an Ether Lens hero. I think that's
That's
the
what I was
only
gonna say.
exception,
That's the
right?
only
Yeah.
time I buy them now, which is very enjoyable because Ether Lens is ownage, dude. I have been loving that item. You know, you're playing some Bane game. You look at this hero, and you're like, hey man, what's this hero do? Oh, I have a 100 cast range talent level 10. If I have an Aether Lens, I'm on the other side of the map. I'm throwing all these Enfeebles against some really obnoxious hero. I'm Fiends gripping you from across the trees. Lion's another pretty decent one too.
Oh, did you know that you can enfeeble steel? If you get the enfeeble damage, you can steal damage from multiple people.
If you like reduce the Oh, I see what you're saying, because it has like
Yeah,
the,
because it just
the
naturally
duration or whatever?
lasts. Yeah, you can always get 2. I mean, technically you can get 3 for like 4 seconds. Enfeebles off.
Huh.
So-
no, I actually didn't even know it's
Without any items, you can actually get how much damage is it? Like
maybe like
220,
holy
660 damage. You can actually, for 4 seconds, you can have 660 damage that you've stolen from the enemy and given to yourself as Bane.
I did not know that.
Yeah, dude.
That's a little absurd. I'm
Shit's
surprised I didn't
wild.
see that more when he was being picked all the time for that reason. That's a little absurd.
Unfortunately, my dreams of Core Bane have not come to fruition just yet.
No. We had that brief moment where it looked like it was going to be a thing. And then the Nerf Hammer came swiftly.
Yeah. Jarek's going to roll up on Dichira, and they're going to do a grand total of no damage. It's a Lycan. He don't care.
I'm surprised Milan's still only like level 2. Like he's less experienced than Jerax. Now he's stuck.
Yes. It's that time of the year. That perennial time of the season when Jarek's goes and dies. Oh, never mind. J4 couldn't get the sleep off fast enough.
If only Milan didn't get pincered in by 2 creeps in the trees. He could have done something. All right, Arzer, we got it, dude. We know. He's doing his stack thing. It's hype. Ping that shrine.
Why is ours art doing the light of heaven thing?
I don't know, dude. They got something.
Bora.
Oh man, look at this wraparound, dude.
Disruption. Stomp. They're actually going to try and save him with the Shadow Demon TPing in, but it's going to be far too late. And they'll just leave the Arc Warden. The hell? What? The Arc Warden illusion gets raindrops and it procs damage?
What a hero.
What? Yeah, whatever. I mean,
It's just a
J4
hero, you know?
turns. Fight. Okay, Ditchirot doesn't have an ultimate, so I'm not sure why they're really fighting S4 at all. J4
believe
is
he
going to end up
ulted.
dying, and now they're going to get disrupted and run down as well. Ditchirot, TPO. Nope. Doesn't make it. All right, well, this game very rapidly took a nasty turn for Planet Dog as OG set up back-to-back ganks in mid and bottom.
That was like a 3-man gank mid, and somehow S4 surviving bottom with his ultimate long enough for them to all rotate it and then make that a play for them too. That's a bit brutal. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Brezzo. Oh, he is 86 last hits. Ooh. Steals a bunch there with the Sand King, though.
Milan, bait him some more. Bait him some more. There you go. No, no, run after him. Run after him and Burrow Strike. They're ganking your Tinker. They can't save. No Tail
so
actually
bad,
barely
dude.
survives through that gank. Holy cow. Bora almost got him. Tinker's not feeling the love, that's for sure. Ditchirot is going to have to start making space. And that is the big problem with this team, is that Planet Dog do not have a space creator. Right? These are all three heroes that utilize space.
Dire's
Yeah.
top tower
Enigma is
is
supposed to
under
split
attack.
push for himself, but he mostly just takes a lot of farming time. Lycan does not come online the fastest.
This is
and
a good play,
Tinker's
though.
your hard carry.
Like, doing this with Black Hole, I think. I mean, you just saw those rotations in the mid lane. You know, it's hard for them to all get up here.
Dire's top tower
At least you're
is
getting
under
this,
attack.
but Rezzo's getting more than you are.
Yeah.
And he's got a stack without the boys in it. So, easy take here.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's
And he's
bottom
got another
tower
stack
is under
bottom.
attack.
Just waiting for him.
Stomp. Ditchirot does have his ultimate, but he takes way too much damage, and they still have the disruption, so wow. The hell?
Oh, because he's got no boots. So he just gets... They can sleep him without the
Radiant's middle
disruption.
tower is under attack.
As long as they have vision. Because all these Lycans just don't build boots anymore.
Yeah, did they, he got
He
double
just
spark
bought
wraith,
them,
right?
too.
I think
Radiant's bottom tower
when they got the
likely.
stomp off, he just double spark wraith, and poof, his HP just disappeared.
The base resist reduction, 40%. That's a level 1 value. Rezzo's taking the other stack. All right, I'm scared to open up this net worth here. Okay. Well, I liked the Radiant draft. It felt good. Although the Tinker
Yeah.
wasn't exactly what we were thinking, I don't think. But still, it felt good.
This is concerning that one bar is so much longer than all the others.
What happened to Milan, man? I don't know. I felt like he was balling. Yeah, he gets these kills on Jerax. I guess it's hard to roam mid, and that's where the guy who you want to kill is. That's a little irritating. What if we wanted to go top? What do I have? I have a
Did they, I
Bane.
mean, did they ever smoke into mid?
No. I don't think so. And they still haven't used the black hole,
is under
which
attack.
is, I mean, that's a little... Could have been kind of nice to at least try and get a kill on Rezzo, but it's too late for that because you're never going to see him again.
Punch them one by one, Jerax. End their lives.
Ah! Rich.
I just had that flash. You know, like the movie scene, like the action movie, where the madman's got a bunch of hostages and they're all on their knees and they're like blindfolded, all like just standing in a line. That was those Eidolons. They're just all just sitting there, just ready to be one shot by Jerax.
Oh, well, now he's feeling the pain.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Disruption, bottom lane. Resolution is going to poke his head out for the first time out of his lane and jungle. and go for a kill. Not even needing a blink dagger yet. Just looking to finish up his S and Y and then go blink. And Bora is going to have to start putting on the moves because this is going to be that really dangerous time for Tinker where he doesn't have his blink dagger, but he also has to defend these pushes.
I have a lot of it. He just tagged the spark rate. It's like 4 more.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I don't know where to go.
They're all around you, dude.
Oh, he just got their courier in that lichen form.
Yeah.
It's like, not bad.
Watch out. That is a dangerous catapult.
I'll take your tribute.
Danger. Oh, man.
Yeah, bottom lane's just gone.
Why does Spark Wraith last a bajillion years?
I don't know. It's very irritating.
All right, the slow wraparound here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Sand King and Enigma, both here, ready to go with a black hole. Grab them both. Oh, no. Already gets disrupted, but it doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh,
It kind
I
of
heard
did
that.
matter because he, well, the Shadow Demon got out on top of that. Man, he definitely had a black hole available to him. Like
Oh yeah, 100%.
2 seconds
I mean,
earlier.
oh yeah, you're right. He got out. Oh yeah. For some reason, I just assumed he died. I don't know. And then he came out and instantly black hole. Was that the old where like
Yeah.
it keeps going after you were stunned thing
Yeah,
or whatever?
You
don't
clicked
realize.
it, you get stunned,
Yeah.
and
That's a little irritating.
bad times, man.
That kind of makes sense that S4 didn't show up there though. If he had packet loss or something, he like couldn't rotate in. Cause he was close.
Maybe for the best, though.
That's true. Okay, so 2K lead, Sven. And the other thing is that Sven could just be useless in one of these fights. I don't know. You know, he just gets black holed or something. There's a chance you can just take out that 7,870 net worth.
He almost had Blink Dagger on Milan. Holy crap. Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't been active kill-wise, but...
You know, there's something went wrong in the game when your race is between level 6 and Blink. Like, you either ended up with far too much gold or far too little experience. And unfortunately for Planet Dog, it's the latter right now. Because how are you still level 5 at 13 minutes in? It's the
Experience
Jarek's
feels
play,
so
man.
weird now, man.
They were so goddamn focused
Yeah.
on dealing with Jarek's shenanigans and killing a level 1 Elder Titan that they never smoked him in. They didn't really stop S4. They didn't like go and do an aggressive smoke and kill the Sven in the Enigma lane or something like that. Jarek's just, you know, he just ran around being a clown, and it distracted Planet Dog from what they should do in the laning phase.
And as we all know, early game kills don't mean anything anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Dire's middle tower
That
who
is-
cares?
attack.
Especially on a hero that has no experience anyway.
Dire's
Yep.
structures are fortified.
If you're like, I don't know, supports are. It feels a lot harder to play a good support now. Like you have to be flawlessly efficient. You used to be able to just squeak by and be a bad support player and get it all from the stacks because the whole time your carry's farming, you're just guarding him and you're stacking those 2 camps down like the bottom lane, and then you're just like, oh, all right, I'm gonna come over there and just get like 2 levels, dude. Is that cool? Sure, man. I'd love it if you could rotate around the map and kill other heroes. So you come on over, you kill a stack together, you get some levels, and you smoke up the other support, and you leave your carry and keep doing his thing. Now it feels like you have to be super efficient, or you get left behind so quickly as a support player. Like you got to be like from lane to lane. You got to get a kill. You got to smoke up early. You know, it's tough. You can't just get by. You know.
Yep. You just keep talking, Trent. I'm gonna lean my chair back here. I'm gonna take a quick nap
Slowly.
during this pause. Hey, is it true? Is it true, by the way? Did Jack ever fall asleep on the couch during the panel?
Of course he did. It's Jack. I don't think he did at the arena. He definitely did at the hotel for day one.
Okay, because Blitz was telling me that or maybe it was Fog, telling me that he was watching Captain's Draft and I think Blitz said he saw it, and that was because he was there in the stadium and saw Jack like fall asleep while the camera was off him or something like that.
He might have. I'd believe it.
God,
Fucking Jack.
dude.
Classic.
Jack is just like one big walking goober, man. He's just like a living fucking meme.
That guy, I love how much he loves to play Dota. It just like it gives me hope, you know? He like didn't even know that he had to panel last series, and he's like, "Yo, so I got this practice room I think I can get from VG right now. It's like middle of day 2 at the arena. If I go back right now on one of the shuttles, do you think I can get away with that?" I'm like, "I don't sure, man. It's fine. You know, if you have nothing left to do here." And he almost left, but we didn't realize that Suns fan had changed his schedule. He almost left before he was supposed to panel, but we got saved. It's okay. Yeah, he's a real good lad.
Man. Like you know you're on some next level stuff when you're like basically, I don't know how to put this. It's like we're at an AA meeting, right? Like we're just all a bunch of alcoholics for Dota, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you go to these events with casters and players and stuff, like we all have the same problem. We all have the same addiction, you know?
Every single person you see, the only thing they talk to you about is Dota.
Yeah.
The whole time.
And so we're all addicts to this game. And we got some of the biggest fiends here. Like I'm a nonstop fiend. Like Blitz is almost all he plays. And then there's Jack.
Dude, it's true
And
though.
Jack is just putting the rest of us to shame. We're at
He
events.
does.
And you know, I'm like, man, I'm just tired. I'm just gonna go back to my hotel room and chill out for a couple hours and go to
dude,
sleep.
come on, just come play one.
Jack's like, let's go play 6 hours at a LAN center till 3 a.m. Let's go. Like, oh god, Jack.
Guy's a warrior. That's why he's always falling asleep on panels.
Yeah,
He's just been up all night playing Dota.
his love for Dota is getting in the way of the rest of his Dota.
My favorite thing about Jack is the Jack panel monologues. It's like he's got this formula, right? Where like everyone else has to kind of carry the bullshit dead air. You know, you kind of know what you're into. Like there's not really that much to talk about, and you got to respond really quickly, and it's very short, segmented sentences between each other, and the whole time Jack's just silent. He's like lying in wait, right? He's like this fucking dragon sitting on this gold of Dota, and he's just like kind of picking things together, formulating this nice long paragraph, and then Jack just kind of looks over and starts talking, and everyone else can be like, "Oh, finally, we can just relax for like a minute here." And Jack does his lovely little speech thing, and it's all good and well articulated, and then we go back to shoving the shit into the Jack furnace while he works on something new.
That's
great.
That's because during that time, Jack is actually sleeping with his eyes open, and the only reason he's able to make articulate arguments in between little naps there is because he's dreaming about Dota.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Slowly starting to figure this guy out.
Why did I just forget about Spark Wraith as a skill? I think I like it was some sort of like PTSD that I just like blocked it from my brain. But that is actually a really good way to find Tinker, huh? It's
Yeah,
not gonna
that's
be
true.
the easiest way for him to jump around in trees when all the trees are covered in ghosts.
It's definitely
Spooky,
not the
spooky
best
ghosts.
when it comes to like the mid-game Tinker or whatever, but for this, like, you know, that classic like, okay, Tinker has his levels, it's really hard for us to push in early. This is actually super irritating, especially in the mid lane, because in mid lane there's only like 3 spots he can go,
Dire's
Yeah.
top tower
and they're all very easily reachable. And Spark Rate does have a stupidly giant range.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
80 mana. What is this hero, honestly?
Oh, they're going to try and run down Jarix to the top lane. There is going to be a resolution Sven here, though. He managed to get the stun out. The ensnare was pretty quick, though. Holds resolution for just a second. Mag may not have his black hole, but he's still threatening here. And the backlines actually did manage to get the epicenter in with the Fiend's Grip on top of the Sven as well. They're going to be able to clean up 2 cores here already. The Brewmaster's here, and so is No Tail. So it looks like they're going to be able to kill J4 in those backlines. Tinker's going to come in, though, help them out with this team fight, manage to get the laser and a nice burrow strike through both of the Arc Warden doubles. They're going to be able to bring him down. Now S4 no longer having his ultimate, stuck inside the March of the Machines. And it looks like Planet Dog is just going to run this whole entire team fight over. They're going to be able to bring down 4 members. That was actually wipe because they started by killing the ET. So they wipe OG and they take the tier 2.
Yeah, as you said, that play was actually huge from the troll. He stopped that big burst damage of the Sven right out of his stun. Able to kite him for even just like a fraction of a second. Just helps him like focus down Fly, take care of him. Tinker comes in with the bots. Very nicely done. Now he's got almost 1,800 gold. Oh, actually he just bought something. Oh, I must have been clicked on someone else. Yeah, it's probably clicked on someone else.
So we've got Blink Dagger up for the Tinker because of that. We're going to have a BKB almost done for Mag. And Lycan gonna pick up upgraded boots and an Ograx. I was wondering, it's like, what the hell? He's going Sanj? What's happening?
Skip the blink because of that fight though. Damn. I like that from Meg.
Yeah, just straight up BKB. I think is the play this game. They have no disables to fight it. And like, how do you, like, you have to play this so hard. Oh, nice catch by Fly. They're going to try and get the kill onto Bora here. He's going to have to pop the wand, blink away, and we'll be good. He just barely had the mana for that play. Milan draws a little bit more out of him. So OG reveal 4 top lane, and immediately Planet Dog funnel into bottom. Are actually going to go for a 3-man smoke behind the Lycan's push and see if they can actually catch the Arc Warden, who's bound to defend this push.
Yeah, he feels pretty shit this early on in the game too. Oh, they're gonna find nice ward.
They got him.
Help
Damn.
secure it.
Planet Dog just turned it up after that pause.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
See if they can catch Jerix as well in the back lines. They spot him now. He's going to be able to get off a really good stomp, but still Burrow Strike is there. And so is the Tinker. So another 2 down from OG. Well, tower push is coming in, but it looks like OG is still going to be tempted to take a team fight anyway. They've got God Strength, plus the Blink Dagger. They just need the perfect initiation.
He's doing it, dude. It's all about this black hole.
But look at J4. He's sitting in the sides with the Fiend's Grip. Resolution does not feel good about taking this fight until he spots out the Enigma. But he's immediately going to be slept up. J4 is ready to go, and there's the black hole. Managed to catch the Brewmaster Brewlings as well. Looks like a Disruption's going to be able to buy Resolution a little bit of time here. Enough maybe to be able to finish off Mag, but he's already down to half HP with no real save here. Milan's going to be able to catch up to him. Gets the Burrow Strike, Epicenter, and a little bit more magic damage. Maybe the Satyr Burst. Throw down that orb. No. Oh, he got him barely. J4 front lines is going to be stomped to death. He'll end up going down. Looks like our Tinker is going to be able to escape. Milan is also good. So OG forced that fight, but they lose the Sven, and they don't get anything really big out of it unless they can bring down Ditchy Rob, but...
Yeah, it seems unlikely, though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Nice
next to a
disruption
shrine,
from
too.
Fly. How did Rezo die after?
He just dropped low
Epi?
enough. Yeah, because the Epic caught him, and then he was down to like 50 HP, and the Satyr Blast from the Lycan.
Yeah, no, I was watching S4 chase down the Tinker. He almost had him, but wasn't quite able to finish it off. I don't know. The black hole was like good and bad. It was like, yeah, obviously you have to catch the Sven. You have a choice. The initiation was good from Rezo, but then you wasted like half of S4's ultimate at the very least with the black hole. But next fight probably in a minute or so here. Mag has the 15% cooldown reduction. Has another 9-second BKB.
When do you deny the tier 1 middle? There's so many of those times when I have like a Tinker on my team. And I'm just like, I think we just leave this up. It's on like 10 HP. I'm like, I really don't want it to die yet.
Are scanning.
Yeah, and
'Cause
like
it's so good for Tinker.
if
and
you can
Arc
force a fight there too, it feels really good. I think. Make them pay for it.
Yeah. Milan gonna be caught here by this smoke, but is he fast enough to be able to get out? Burrow Strike trying to dodge the stun, still gonna be caught though. Resolution quickly cleans him up. Planet Dog not in a position to punish that. No black hole for another 12 seconds. So Planet Dog certainly can take a fight should this happen. OG attempts Roshan. Planet Dog can definitely contest and win a team fight. So OG are going to have to back out of that pit and just keep going for the farm.
Has Echo Saber been common on these Lycans?
I think this is the build that we saw from Planet Dog in Game 2 against Kingwin, because Kingwin they built Enchantress and some other hero that was good versus Necronomicon. I can't remember what it was.
And in a sense, Sven is too.
Yeah, like, and so I think it's the same theory here, right? Like, Sven is good versus the mass minions of Lycan. So we're gonna get the Helm of Dom because it's still like a really big power spike for a Lycan early, but we're not gonna make that commitment for the 5,000 gold into something that's just gonna die to 2 swings from Sven.
No, I like that too. And you could just send like the Tempest double at it as well. Like, there's a lot of ways that it would just be pretty useless.
Yeah.
But so then into the Sange will be his next choice. Okay, so.
Yeah, I think Halberd is actually a really good item for this game against that Sven.
Oh, and Arc Warden too. Nice little
Yeah.
ranged hero. Try and get soloed by the double or something like that too. Might be able to
Shadowblade.
save a couple supports.
Shadowblade is almost complete for the Arc Warden, and that is very big, but at the same time, it's only really effective if the enemy team is forced to split up, and it's looking like Planet Dog is reaching one of those peaks where they've got the Blink BKB on the Enigma. Lycan is hitting one of his timings right now.
Oh, he spotted the smoke.
There's nothing really to stop them from just 5-manning the whole way.
He's like, hey, wait a second. My spirit just tapped something here.
Yeah. They all huddle around the shrine, play that off-lane jungle area.
This is where J4 is like, man, I wish I was Rasta. We'd have a tier 3 right now if I was Rasta.
Yeah.
Instead of Bane. What a life. We're going for the Aghanim Scepter this game. Default Tinker Dotes. Looks pretty good to me. And Rezo has his BKB after this next wave.
Ooh. Oh no, Resolution. This was not the time to be TPing away. You just pushed into a Tinker Ward that you had set up.
Yeah, that was a little surprising, actually. I thought he was going to stay for the next wave. It's literally why I said it. I was like, you'll have BKB out of this next wave, but... Alright, he gets it anyway.
Well,
Yeah, that was a
how does
cautious
Tinker
Rezo.
How does Tinker have 2 talents that he just like literally fundamentally doesn't use as a hero? Like 40 movement speed and like those are the 2 things that Tinker doesn't need to do. He doesn't need to attack and he doesn't need to move anywhere.
That is a bit odd, actually. Ice Frog's clearly onto something. Well, I mean, that Tinker Meteor Hammer, we're all just waiting on that one. That's the true play, dude. Just you guys wait. It's coming.
Oh, tempted stun on Sand King. He gets out though. He's gonna be a slippery bugger as well. He's got a Yule Scepter on top of the Blink Dagger, so.
So I think with 24 minutes now, and no tier 2s taken from, like, in terms of OG, this looks really good for Planet Dog. Like, I don't think you need to rush Roche. I don't think you need to smoke and get a kill or anything. I'm pretty good just chilling. Well, you were talking about No-Tail earlier. You see this line up the top lane?
Yeah.
The anti-Tinker army.
Tinker's just chilling out in the bottom lane. He feels so unthreatened that he's been marching machining in lane. Hasn't been blinking to the trees, just straight up or just went up the whole lane.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to bait mid too. Maybe hoping that they're gonna
Man,
try and
smoke
jump him.
up. Smoke's gonna pop on Mag. Gonna go. Oh, Black Hole. There it is. Locked down on 2. The Shadow Demon especially is going to be quite important. No saving disruption here. Jarex should be dying to the Malefice here, so ends up getting in the back line pretty easily. Bora does manage to get away from the Brewmaster. Brewlings
pandas
as
are
well.
He's
And
dead.
that is a dead Brewmaster. Triple kill for Digirock. I can't believe he actually caught all those support kills at the Black Hole as well. So what a
Very nice.
great bait out from Planet Dog, sending that tanking in the high ground, and Mag with the awareness, just nowhere to blink, gets the right kind of Black Hole. I mean, you don't need a really big ultimate here. You don't need to hit 3 or 4 heroes. You don't need to hit multiple cores. You just got to get enough to win the team fight. Let you do Roche.
I mean, the key hero is definitely Shadow Demon, and if he didn't know that before, after the last Black Hole, he's like, okay, yeah, right, gotta
Yeah.
keep that in mind. SD +1 is my dream, and he gets it, so. Yeah, this game looks really good for Planet Dog. You win this now, OG. High ground defense.
Chad has informed me why Tinker has those talents.
I'm excited.
It's for ability draft.
Oh, damn, that sounds... That's it. You did it, guys. Thank you. Damn, this hero could be so ownage in ability draft. That's fair.
Plus 100 damage, man. Well, No Tail does have his Tempest double here. Mag's going to be forced to pop the BKB and go for the teleport out. Damage was coming quick and fast there from that double, but fortunately for Mag, it did run out. Or else it could have been a bit of a race there to finish up that TP before the physical damage overwhelmed him.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the push continues. As 5 heroes try to kill Tinker top.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Tinker, if he wants, can join his homeboys at the bottom lane. Jump in some wolves if he wants.
They're hoping that he's going to come top. Oh, he did come top.
Wow. Now the question is, can they actually get on top of him, though?
Yeah.
They don't have the vision. March of the Machines. Oh, S4, he revealed himself with a clap, but Bora blinked into them. He's going to be caught by the stun and should end up dying here. BKB going to be forced out on resolution to clear that laser. Oh, Milan is actually going to jump on an S4 here now. He does have his ultimate. Here comes the Enigma as well. J4 dropping fast. Mag is now here, though. He's got his BKB. Managed to get the Black Hole onto Resolution, but not on the Fly. Fly does not have a disruption, though. Milan comes in, continue to control up Resolution as best as possible. Tinker immediately gets thrown up in the air, but it's enough damage to be able to bring down the Sven. Fly TPing out is going to be able to make it away, it looks like, as there is no hunt for him. They just want to make sure they actually bring down the Brewmaster as he comes back into his regular panda form. 19-14 now. It's another successful fight for Planet Dog, I would say. They may have lost their Tinker in that engagement, but they turn around pretty nicely. Cost them a buyback, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's like the best play that OG is going to get, you know, and it wasn't a major win.
Yeah, I would agree. As long as Tinker just gets all these waves pushed back out. It feels bad because you bought back, but you don't really want Arc Warden to give them any sort of a foothold, so it's a fair enough buyback.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just kind of feels like there's no objective. Oh, bottom.
Oh no,
That is
Epicenter going to be used as well.
Very
No
nice
tail
grab.
down.
It's funny because buybacks always feel like he didn't really do anything when he came back into the fight, but you know, there's no Roche to take because you already did that. You can't even get a tier 2, but it's still okay because the objective of this game isn't necessarily buildings, it's just where the waves are. It's like, what's Arc Warden doing? How much information do we have? Can we just like keep forcing him to actually come bottom? That feels okay. And he's going to go for BKB because Boronia sees the same thing that his Enigma's been dealing with. And like, oh yeah, I can just be invincible.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Sounds like a good plan of attack. Be invincible. I'm not sure how the enemy team really counters that one.
No, it's a very solid tactic. Oh, the supports again.
Oh,
what a burrow.
Wow. That burrow strike was right down the middle, and instead of splitting the pins, he gets them both.
That's
Flash
actually
will
so
die to
ballsy, dude.
missiles, and Jarix will die to a laser. Oh.
The next time you guys see a Sand King go right in between two people, just remember when this happened and be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, that's why he did that. That was pretty sick.
And OG, like,
Dire's middle tower
they're just spending more and more time trying to set up Tinker traps.
Radiant's top tower.
And to be fair, he did buy back for the last one, so if they get him here, they'd have a huge amount of time to work with. But when you've got this looming threat on your front door, your tier 3s are being beaten, something tells me Bora's going to be like, maybe they're trying to kill me right now. I'll just join my team. Brewmaster's going to be forced to pop his ultimate here, see if he can catch anything with it. The stun takes a long time just to hit a centaur and doesn't even hit a hero. And Milan, using all his jukes and his book that he's got, is going to be able to get out as well. So really nothing. They got nothing out of that Brewmaster ult.
Yeah,
And
I guess
Tempest
they bought
double.
time. They got the supports back up now, so Eldritch Titan's here, Shadow Demon's here. They didn't lose the tier 3. Because they couldn't even spam the waves out with the heroes that were alive. Now
Yeah,
at least
that's
they
true.
can do that.
Other Titan Shadow Demon can kill waves from quite a distance, so it's a nice bonus. Planet Dog are not going to be too upset, I'm sure. They'll just take over the map. Continue to outfarm OG. Their cores still aren't beating the top cores on OG. Harkborn and Sven still hold the top two, but that lead has been diminishing for quite some time, and the whole of Planet Dog is quite wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, except for Bane.
You can find most
Except
of the net worth discrepancy right there in the support. Like, just Milan is so rich. Combined 12k and combined like 9k for dire supports. Not bad, honestly, but the trap is attempted bottom once more. It's really their only play.
70 Eidolon damage, huh? So they do 117 a hit. Nice catch, though. Talked about it once. The Spirit stopping the Blink Dagger. It is the first time that we're going to be able to... Holy cow. Did you see that Burrow Strike stun? That was...
Yeah. Almost had him. They had those 3 top, and then they also had the pairing, or I guess 2 top and then 2 bottom too. That is kind of cool how they have like kill power with just 2 heroes, even this late, because of the Arc Warden clone. You can just send that into whatever lane that the Tinker actually shows up in.
Get him.
So OG should get this tower. They're gonna commit here.
We got a long, long death timer on that Tinker, so... Planet Dog, as long as they don't do anything silly, though, shouldn't be punished too heavily. Like, who cares? You lose a tier 2, that's okay.
No, they need to fight for Roche.
No. Looks like
Just make sure
maybe
that's
2
gonna be the
tier 2s.
situation.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That's just like OG though, you know? They spot this one thing. They're like, okay, this Tinker bought back. So our only concern is obviously we don't want to lose any buildings, but we just need to set traps in the side lanes. So if we can kill Tinker, we can actually do shit. And so they kill Tinker, and shit is done.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Surprised that Planet Dog couldn't get anything off of that either though, in terms of like telegraph movements and stuff. But if you look at their vision, it's obviously not quite as clear.
Balance the scale.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
34. It's 5k gold lead right now for Planet Dog after that last little slip up by them. Milan kind of get caught by OG here. Not enough to be hit by that stomp.
Is there anything better than eggs for him?
I don't think so.
Can't really think of anything.
I think the Ags gives you an important amount of mobility when your Blink Dagger is disabled.
Yep.
I think Shiva's would be the other consideration. Thought maybe Enigma would go for it, but it looks like he's gonna go Refresher after his Octarine. I kind of like Shiva's on Enigma though, just because the it really increases your tankiness to physical damage as well. So you get that BKB black hole off, but like say the Arc Warden is banging on you from a distance, or maybe that just helps you survive through the Sven burst long enough for Fiend's Grip to go down. They killed Ditchura.
Wow, they just blew him up.
Okie dokie.
That is Sven.
OG
Yeah.
just turned this game around. That's what it's beginning to feel like. I'm not sure how, but
I guess it's all about this next rush, though. If they get the Aegis for Planet Dog, and then they get some big black hole play, then life is pretty good. They should be able to, but even if they get one Rax, does that really change what's happening right now?
I don't think
Doesn't
so.
really feel like it. And there is no buyback on this Lycan, so they're probably not even going to get this Roche.
Yeah, now they've got MKB for the Arc Wardens, so...
Milan? Oh my god. Goddamn, dude.
It's cool, it's cool. It's just for vision. No big deal. Alright, well... OG are really hoping to be able to force Planet Dog into a bad fight here. Lincoln's going to be procced by Milan. He's again trying to get vision inside the pit. The MKB Tempest Double does come forward. They try and get in with the Brewmaster. He pops his ultimate. BKB going to be popped by Mac. He also hits up that Shrine. Blink Dagger up in a second, but his BKB doesn't last long enough. They keep up the damage on him. So they aren't going to be able to bring him down. The big team fighter is gone. Lycan is back now, but... not sure how much he's going to be able to do here. He pops his ultimate, starts going for resolution. Managed to get a bash out, but a BKB turnaround. Ditchura, got to be careful. They managed to get the invis out. Milan goes for the back line, tries to kill a Shadow Demon here with a control up on resolution, but the Arc Warden just deals out too much damage with the MKB. Bora, he can't actually stop all of this. He's got to keep the Scythe on the actual hero. Tries to TP back, but he can't quite make it. Milan can't even finish him off either. No Tail picks up the MKB, and OG have just turned this game around.
God, these traps, man. These side lane traps. I've completely gotten them back in this game.
Wow. I mean, this is the difference, right, between a tier 2 team and one of those tier 1 teams is that they make the small changes.
Yeah.
They realize what's going wrong in the game, and they find a way to turn it around.
And the problem is, I don't think Planet Dog identified that. Like, I don't think they realized what OG were gonna do. It didn't feel like, because obviously they didn't make any sort of counterplay. They didn't like bait their own core or anything like that. They just kind of kept playing their 5-man split push. They just kept looking at these items, and they're like, oh man, I really want this refresher.
Yeah.
But he's gonna go for the Shivas too, as you were saying. Definitely good, but likely to be too little too late here.
One tier 3 down. Another one might be falling soon. It's going to be the lane of Rax mid and a quick retreat from OG.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
All right, so we're playing a dog. This has just happened to us. How do we get ourselves back in this game? Get an Aegis Sven. Can't black hole him.
I think you got to get a bait out somehow, right?
Yeah, you try and have this same situation and win this game before S4 is level 25.
Yeah, this is rough. Like, No Tail's going to hit his 25, and he's going to pick up BKB before the Tinker completes his. So now it's the Arc Warden who's the one who becomes invincible. Like, they're either going to catch Arc Warden in the black hole or they're going to catch the Sven, but whoever's not in the black hole is going to be dishing out the mega damage.
Yeah, it's highly unlikely he gets both, like the Sven and the Arc Warden. I mean, even if he gets both, doesn't matter because of Fly. So, but they have identified at least the 5-man Dotes, but they're all showing, so there's no secret.
The old little 5-man do-si-do. OG have quite the setup here. Spirit on the side, going through the trees, ward up, couple of Spark Race around.
Fly's just hugging this Spark Wraith. It's like, protect me.
So he takes
he has
the
Blink Dagger
30%
and
lifesteal
Aether Lens.
as well.
Dude, this Shadow Demon, like this whole Blink Dagger Aether Lens thing feels so crazy. And you're playing Shadow Demon, which has a pretty short range for a save, you know? Generally, these save heroes, you feel like you can hold a little far back. You know, you kind of earn it as the game goes later. Not so much for Shadow Demon, but with Aether Lens, and then you add the Aether Lens range onto your Blink range, his range of save is just disgusting right now.
Yeah. And if he catches the Tinker if he ever spots him out, it's probably going to be a dead Tinker. At least until the BKB's up, because any disruption will lead to a Stomp or a Sven Blink stun.
Ah, yes, the old Brewmaster split push illusions. A classic Shadow Demon combo. He's destroying this wave.
As for himself, almost has the Scythe of Ice complete. Damn.
Oh, they did not see Rezo.
Bye-bye, Milan. Ooh.
Oh, he's got it again!
Damn. Alright, he gets out. They managed to kill Jerix, though, at the bottom lane. And that was also... Gemity Gem. Yeah, they spotted it. He's ordering Ditchy Raw to run back and retrieve it for the team. So
I actually can't believe he lived.
You get the gem. You start taking away some of this vision from OG. I think that is critical step forward.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're not going to
critical.
play the way they've been playing, you know?
Yeah. They're not going to be able to play like the 2-man kill teams on both sides. They're not going to be as easily setting up for Enigma or for Tinker.
They just bought a gem.
Okay, they get out. Run! Flee! All of OG were squaring up.
Gem?
Huh?
What happened to the Elder Titan gem?
He died.
Yeah, I know, but then Sand King just bought one.
Well, you know,
right,
there's
they're
never
double
enough
gemming.
gems.
Fair enough.
Milan just
that's
likes
cool.
shiny things, dude.
The Spark Wraith is pretty damn obnoxious, honestly. Instantly spotted out by Fly. It's like, yeah, I found him, guys.
Are scanning.
Yeah, there's nothing more confirming than seeing on the mini-map all of a sudden this bright red eye just shows up out of nowhere and you're like, okay then, they're smoked. Right there, guys.
Where is Jerax off to? And he's just getting in there.
And he caught him with No Tail completing the TP. They're going to go for this kill on Abora, and he's dead. Now No Tail just has to make sure he gets out, or at least back to the safety of his team.
Alright, Jerax has to be giggling like a madman right now. Like, what the fuck just happened? He just, like, walked into the Radiant side and started stomping a range creep and killed Tinker.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, he's going to have Lotus Orb soon. That means even more things that Tinker has to play super safe. Has to be careful of who he's Scythe of Icing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know. This game went from looking like a lock for OG, or excuse me, for Planet Dog. So, oh, the black hole! Oh no! That is a disruption that dodges everything. Immediately pops a BKB, gets the ultimate off, and now with Resolution here with a BKB of his own, they can just swing at any heroes that show up. Looks like it's just going to be 2, though. Ditchy should be the next one, as he managed to get the kill on Fly before he ends up going down, and now he's going to be forced into a buyback as OG go for the high ground push with a very mean and angry Sven and 2 Arc Wardens. These buildings are going to be dropping fast.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, No-Tail's in there. The zone.
I say fast, but they did very little damage to the tower whatsoever. Looks like that just one glyph soaked up all the time there.
Yeah,
Milan.
BKB is used in the fight, the laser. Makes sense, I suppose. And you said they have a Lotus now too, so yeah, that laser will be a little less obnoxious.
Boy, that was not the black hole.
No. He was close.
Resolution was coming over thinking maybe Jarek's caught the Tinker again, but not this time. And honestly, it shouldn't happen anymore because the stomp duration is longer than the rearm.
Oh, he's dead.
Blink. He's good.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Well, now a Scythe put onto the Tinker. He is going to be able to blink himself away. Bora got out before the Brewmaster ultimate could catch him.
Oh, this is nice rat though.
Radiant's top tower
I mean,
is under
No-Tail
attack.
bottom. You have the Panda split top.
Radiant's top tower has
Are they going to go Roche in the meantime? Yeah, they are.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
Damn,
attack.
that's a lot of objectives at the same time.
Trying to catch us for. Oh no, he mistimed the burrow strike a little bit.
Yeah.
Ends up happening just before the Brewmaster comes back.
Your shine
That'll be Roche, Aegis, Cheese, Refresher Shard. As 4 is going to be the one who picks up the Refresher Shard.
I don't even know if he'll end up needing it if he gets 25 soon enough. He might just give it to Rezo. But yeah, for now he can hold it.
Dire are scanning.
That 25 talent on Brewmaster might be one of the funnest ones in the game, honestly. You just become your ultimate. It's fabulous.
Yeah, it really is. Especially if you've taken the Primal Split health.
Yeah.
That is super necessary. Just walking around with a bunch of mangoes on you. 'cause
I know, that's what I'm laughing at right now.
This late into the game, like, it's still a viable strategy. Like, it's still
Radiant are scanning.
quite powerful. Just being able to drop mangoes from your Tempest Temple onto yourself.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
They.
The safe pullback from OG. They must still not have a gem, do they? Oh no, they do have one on the ET, but they just haven't gotten the wards down yet, so they're just playing mega cautious.
Not No-Tail. He's playing out there.
I feel like you don't expect this Arc Warden to be back here.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Because his, usually you're like putting the clone one end, and he's like playing back with the other one or something.
Yeah.
Although J4 might find him here. No, he's Shadow Blading. He's sneaky. He probably saw the Spark Wraith get placed too. So yeah, Bane's pinging. I think Bane thinks he's rotating back that way.
Radiant's
Yeah, he's like
bottom
glimmering
shrine
at a
Oh, they're
Yeah,
gonna pop the
dude.
Lycan ult too. Hoping
That is-
for it.
that-
Now they see it. They see the opportunity. They're gonna be able to catch him. No-Tail did not pop his BKB before he went for the TP out, so Malphus is gonna be able to stop that one. Black Hole finished him up. But there's a big push coming out from OG. They've already eliminated most of the barracks. So Planet Dog still got to be real careful and be a little bit on the defensive while all their lanes are pushing into them like this.
That looked like a kind of insane play, but I guess because he doesn't have Blink Dagger, you know, there's only so many places he can be. So it was impressive to get it done in the first place from Planet Dog, but I guess he's not quite as sneaky as most Arc Wardens are without the blink.
Moonshard next for Resolution. Teacher Ross still no Abyssal Blade. So he was forced to pick up the Assault Cuirass. Needed the extra damage, or extra armor rather.
Dude, let's go run at some people, man. Give me this DD. Let's go, Rezo. Look how cautious they are. Wow. Professional Dota 2 here, ladies and gentlemen.
Give me some action. Run at them. 4 versus 5.
DD Sven.
Yeah, that makes up. That's like.
Refresher Shard. Still nothing. Professional gamers.
They want to close out this series. Could be a long day. Could be a long day if they do the finals today. So they could just 2-0 this.
I have almost zero faith in the Radiant winning this game.
Yeah, me too.
Is it possible though? Are we being like too optimistic here for OG?
I think it's possible. It's just that there's too many ways to catch the Tinker. And if you lose the Tinker, you lose the game. There's no way this Lycan can do enough for you. And the Enigma, like I don't think you're ever going to get more than a 2-man black hole.
I forgot about the 5 wolves. All right, we're back.
What is this, by the way? Like, why do people take this over the Hell Health? I keep seeing it, and I'm just kind of like, is that the actual play? Is like the vision that good?
I guess that makes sense. I mean, he's scattering them out. 600 health is a lot.
Okay, yo, OG, Eidolons do a lot of damage.
Dude, these are insane. Okay,
they're being initiated on. They're actually not going to complete that Tinker TP. A little bit too close to Resolution, who pops his BKB and turns against Ditch here. Raw. Jarek shows out the ultimate, trying to still catch the Tinker out as he was thrown up in the Storm Panda ultimate. Storm is actually, they're still trying to go for this range rags. He popped the Refresher Shard, but he's not going to be able to get off with the Scythe of Ice, stopping him from getting off that extra ultimate. And the back lines looks like the Wolves ran down the poor Shadow Demon. That is some brutal nature right there. Oh my god, there's so many Eidolons. So he got the tier 3 at bottom lane, but didn't actually get the racks from the Eidolons push.
Oh, no.
And No Tail is about to take another lane of racks. Oh!
Yeah, this is for the Megas.
Is that... I mean, I guess
felt
that's
like
Mega
the laser
creep,
was
so.
going to get there in time. But obviously he thought it wasn't.
Well, you are do or die category right now for Planet Dog.
I guess it was still, what, 7-second BKB maybe or something at that point? I'm not sure. But either way, yeah. Gotta make sure. You really don't want to get Mega'd. And that was the last wave to push out. And you have these Eidolons, and you have the Wolves.
Bora. Not going to be caught by the Arc Warden Tempest double. He did pop the Lycan ult for that one, though.
I wonder why he did that.
I think he just assumed that OG was going to come in with an initiation.
Yeah.
Once the Tinker got stomped like that. All right, Planet Dog. First push by them. And a 5-man team fight in quite some time. Ditchira's going to be pushed back. Milan is actually going to be stunned up. Resolution looking to finish him off. But Milan stays one step ahead of him. Managed to get the burst strike and stay ahead of the cleave as well. But Planet Dog, they have been rebuffed. They're not going to be able to push for a high ground any farther. No Tail sending his Tempest double towards that final Rax. They got to push out bottom lane as well.
Yeah, this feels terrible when you're Radiant.
At least I got good heroes for it.
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
Like, you've got the gigantic Eidolons for the Enigma, as well as the Tinker. Pop the Lincolns. Milan does successfully get the stun out of Resolution. And Mag, he pops his BKB, is going to go for the black hole here, controlling up the Sven, but the disruption is out from Fly. Refresher. Mag, going to lock him down again. No! No, he managed to get the blink away. The epicenter is there. They're still going to be able to bring down the Sven. That is so important. But the Stomp already onto the Tinker with the Brewmaster. That's a Tinker down for 100 seconds. Buybacks on both sides. Couldn't come out. Already, the Tinker going to join Milan as they hunt down and manage to catch Fly. The extra damage looks like they're going to be able to get the No-Tail Tempest double as well. Or is that actual No-Tail? That's actual No-Tail. That looked like a different kind of piggy, but he's going to be forced into a buyback as well. It's actually going to be a 4 versus 5 now with the Shadow Demon down for 80 seconds. Lotus Orb doesn't get proc there. Milan was hoping to be able to pull that Elder Titan out of position by landing that Burrow Strike on him, but just fell a little short. S4 has Blink Dagger up, has Scythe of Vice as well, but Bora Ninja a little bit faster with his Scythe of Vice. Going to be able to lock down the heroes. Bora, as long as he doesn't die to this Tempest double, it's all fine, well, and good, but little bit more damage. No-Tail would have been able to finish him off. Bora is going to be able to get away with just 400 HP. 3 heroes still alive for OG. One down for 2 minutes, another down for a full minute.
Okay.
Still got to deal with the lanes.
Yeah, it's a late Roche too, so they can't even get that.
They are going to have the double black hole up pretty quickly, though, thanks to the Octarine core plus the 15%.
Yep. Man, these fights keep breaking out. I haven't even got to watch these Eidolons yet. I want to see them obliterate a creep wave. There's also a DD top, too.
Boy, I thought for a moment there, Mag really screwed the pooch there when he missed out on the black hole on the Sven, on the second black hole.
Yeah. Both offlaners kind of got destroyed that fight. S4 especially. That's like top lane. He used that refresher shard to no real avail or any purpose or anything like that. And then now this fight he just keeps getting scythed too. Obviously very well played from Bornea, but he's really struggling. Bottom Milan should be okay here with the 4-step.
Resolution is sitting here on the side though. He knows they had to deal with this push, and I think he was hoping that the Tinker would be the one to come deal with it, but it's actually Sand King, and now that he's stalled up the wave just enough, he's going to TP and join his team into mid. Now, Planet Dog are going to be slowed down pretty heavily by that bubble. You can see Ditcherod does not want to position himself a little bit too far forward to get into that bubble, just in case he somehow gets caught next to those tier 4s, so they're going to have to back up again. Damn. Resolution still holding on to that game-winning play, and if he makes the right guess here with the blink, he can kill the Tinker and what could be effectively ending the game.
No-Tail's here now too.
Dire's middle barracks.
Oh, is he gonna come back bottom? Has he stealed his nerve on Rezo?
He thought about it. Resolution, he gives up. I think when he sees that cancel TP, like that is a TP of a man who is just kind of like debating. Yo, top lane, trying to go through backdoor protection here, and it's slowly but surely working. But he needed a lot more time for that Tempest double to be able to finish off the rain tracks. And meanwhile, they are finishing up Roshan with just summons, with just wolves and eidolons. They pretty much did it. They're going to be able to get Aegis and Refresher Shard onto Ditchira and a cheese out for Mag, it looks like.
The Eidolon's got like one barrage off on this melee racks mid because of all the attention No-Tail was putting bottom to help Rezo without those magnetic fields, and it almost destroyed the racks. Got down to like double-digit HP.
Jeez.
Actually absurd how much damage these things do. And plus, they have this AC too.
This Helma Dom creep is doing some work for their split pushing right now.
It's actually so obnoxious. That's pretty cheeky. Looks like Planet Dog trying to secure a little bit of a foothold here. Get himself a base of operations, make some Eidolons, make some wolves.
Yeah, just slowly but surely get all those lanes pushed in, so there's no way for Arc Warden to keep doing that backdoor nonsense.
He keeps moving the creep too.
He's actually going to try and pick up a kill here. Mag is going to be forced into BKB. May still end up dying, though. No-Tail tries to finish him off. A couple more shots. Didn't get a proc on that last one. The disarm comes out. No-Tail's Tempest double does end up dying. Jesus. No-Tail keeps on getting so close to killing these heroes. There was a Tinker in the jungle. There was the Mag just now. His Tempest Double does a lot of damage with that MKB. We're going to have a classic late game pause here. 59.5 minutes in, 34-27. The gold lead is pretty much completely even, with a bit of an experience lead for Planet Dog, but this game could go either way.
Yep.
If Planet Dog win it, they push it to a game 3. OG take this game, they will be in the finals of the PGL qualifier.
It's obviously much more favorable for Planet Dog than we thought. That is certain. The summons, maybe, I don't know about you. I don't think I really factored them into my calculations in terms of just like their odds here, because those Eidolons have certainly, and the Wolves too, in combination, have definitely changed things.
It really has. I think the Eidolons just did so much for them. Because it's almost such an overwhelming number of Eidolons all doing so much damage that even if you did like Tempest Double and ran your Tempest Double with the Creep Wave and attack the Eidolons, like you just can't kill the Eidolons fast enough.
Yeah.
And they all do so much damage that they're going to kill the Creep Wave.
And
so
the
it
wave
just
clear
stops.
too.
Yeah.
Like the Shadow Demon and the Elder Titan were like, yeah, these are their wave clear heroes. They're here. Like they can handle some creep waves and stuff. But if you're like microwing and actually spreading them out, it's not that easy for the two heroes to deal with them. The best thing they have going for them is these magnetic fields, but that pulls No Tail away from the split push.
It's funny how both these teams just got kind of into these grooves where they looked unstoppable. Early game with the Tinker, it seemed like OG could never get on top of him. You're winning fight after fight, wiping OG and taking objectives, and then all of a sudden it's OG who are like non-stop killing the Tinker. This Arc Warden looked unbelievably strong, couldn't be beat. And now here we are at the late game, where either team can win it off of one team fight.
So surely this next fight has to favor Planet Dog. You have Refresher Enigma, Refresher Shard Enigma. He's got a BKB that's essentially unpierceable, at least only by like the damage of the Arc Warden. That's his biggest concern.
Yeah. That's why I still think that Chivas is so important.
He still doesn't have it. That's right. He bought that
Still
blade
doesn't
so
have
long
it,
ago.
man.
The casual.
Gotta
play
hold
now.
on to BKB. He's actually gonna break his Octarine apart to finish the Shivas without buying anything.
Okay, this is good.
Because he's got double refreshers, right?
Yeah, this is actually sick. I would not have thought of that.
Well played. I did not even know you could break apart Octarine, because who would ever want to do that?
Yeah.
Well, the answer is Enigma. At 60 minutes into the game when you really need a Shivas. Backdoor again.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Not gonna be good enough. He needs, where's the Divine Rapier? You know that's gonna be his next thought, right? Like, pick up Scythe of Ice. Get some, what's the next big damage item for Arc Warden? Like,
Probably Bloodthorn.
yeah, Bloodthorn, right?
That's usually it.
And
So
do you think
expensive.
Resolution,
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
he sells his SNY for Daedalus? For Bloodthorn as well?
Is the Bloodthorn that worth it, I wonder? Probably Daedalus.
Dichira is going to throw his wolves. Okay, never mind. I thought he was just going to try and hit the tier 3. Nice.
Lotus.
Used to the Lotus Orb, actually turning around and stunning Dichira, and most of his wolf and BKB form is going to be for naught here. Mag actually slept up by his own ally to help him try and dodge some of this damage. Going to be BKB and blinking out. So the Brewmaster ultimate was used, but it forced a decent amount. In fact, Dichira's now going to be caught as long as he gets away from this stomp. Should be okay. 2 more seconds left on the Brewmaster. He starts backing it up. Ready to blink away.
I like the way they're playing this from Mag, though. Like, he's kind of staying at that engagement range. Really wants them to commit from the Dire.
Dichira, next wolf form, jump forward, 2-man Burrow Strike coming out from Milan. It got the back line. Disruption's going to be
but
forced to
Mag's
loose onto
high-
No Tail, but at the same time, Jarrett's thrown up in the air, immediately going to be controlled up, so they could just get the support. No Tail was able to get out with the BKB. What the hell happened back there?
He should have died. S4 blinked in the back lines and hexed the Enigma.
Oh, gets another ultimate off, this time right on top of Ditchy Ra. Is immediately going to throw the Enigma up in the air, so that way No Tail can come forward fearlessly, trying to deal with J4. A large amount of magic damage coming out from Milan, trying to deal with that, but another disruption. Good catch onto Fly, but it actually gets canceled there. Mag, now he's not going to be able to get another black hole off. Resolution kills him from behind, and now turns and fights Ditchy Ra. Ditchy Ra with no wolf form is not going to be able to really man-fight Resolution too well, but he starts backing himself away. He really wants to be able to focus on Bora, because they've got the disables on him. They keep on putting Shadow Poison to make sure there's no Blink Dagger opportunity for him to be able to blink himself away, but he gets a little bit to no! Resolution cuts him down, finally able to meet him before the TP out, gets the damage in. Ditchy Ra's probably going to be caught now, as Resolution should be able to catch him. He's got Cheese actually in BKB, so they can go ahead and pop the wolf form, and eventually he'll get out of here. A bash on S4 actually stalls him up. Ditchy Ra going to be stunned again. If they actually get the Brewmaster ult, continued control, they could definitely get both of these heroes if they're not careful. A good stomp. Here comes S4 with the extra control. Now, Tinker is going to think about trying to TP in to help out his homies, because this wolf form is going to run out pretty soon, and he's got an Aegis. So this fight is going to be lasting a while, even if they do manage to bring Ditchy Ra down. He's going to go into the wolves. Oh, the Enigma. He's actually going to come into. He's going to be able to get the black hole opportunity. No! He doesn't pop it! He finally gets the refresher shard up, but it's far too late. They've already split up on the side of OG, and they're only going to be able to get Jarex from this one. Another successful stomp. Ditchy Ra's Aegis will actually fold at the last second there. Meanwhile, at the base, Resolution, he's going to end the game. He's going to end the game right here, right now. He's got the BKB. He's got the damage. They've got the glyph, though, and the BKB is going to wear out, so they can actually get disables on top. And when the Tinker comes in, Black Hole, oh, it's actually stopping Stormhammer, but no! The Cypher Vice is there. They're going to be able to get more control on the Resolution, continue to get the laser out, but here comes the Brewmaster. The Resolution, he ends up dying, but the Brewmaster, he can finish the one. Yes, 66 damage. He just needs one more hit. Get the damage in, please, for the love of God. Storm Panda's not going to be enough. It lives. The throne lives to see another day on just 60 HP. Who can TP in? Who can buy back? OG, they've got 2 buybacks up, and boots of travel opportunities are there.
Oh my god, Mag. Dude, he was so close to blowing that twice. Oh my god, the mana, that was so close. And there it is, the first rapier. Purchased by our life.
How do they hold this? They have to go out and deal with every threat as it approaches.
Yeah.
And there's so many potential threats from OG.
At least they have these summons though, again, like, it's kind of shocking how much damage these Eidolons do. So they can just like mow down one wave, and the wolves are in the other lane. I don't know if wolves can handle it quite as well. Looks like they're fairly okay. But yeah, not really close to the Eidolons.
I can't believe they're even looking at mid right now. I would be so paranoid dealing with my side lanes.
Yeah, this Arc Warden.
But at the same time, you can't possibly win this game without forcing buybacks, right?
No.
Like, if OG keeps their buybacks, you have to just clean 5-0 some fight. No Tail. Hoping to be able to get the catch here. An easy kill on the Mag with a Tempest double. Not going to be successful there. Fly almost running into Bora there in the trees.
I think he's going to try and make some play with No Tail down here.
I think so too.
Like if they can get this wave close enough and he just disrupt the Tinker or something, you know? And just go for the buildings.
He just constantly keeping this bottom wave in with his Shadow Poison. And Resolution is going to come in. Scythe of Ice. Oh, they're actually going to be able to see each other. BKB's popped on both sides. Bora, he needs to be able to blink himself out, but he can't get the blink out in time. Resolution keeps that constant damage on top. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Brewmaster is disrupting things as much as possible. He's trying to actually control Planet Dog to keep them from being able to get back, because OG are making the full committed push here. They've got both Resolution and O'Tail to be able to just go straight for the throne. Resolution immediately tries to deal with the TP in from J4, and they bang on the throne, forcing out the GG from Planet Dog. The play at bottom lane works, and OG are able to end the game.
Oh. Back and forth, back and forth. Hard to tell who was really going to take that one. But again, it was OG identifying, it looked like. You know, they're finding those plays. I'm just like, okay, how can we just like win this game straight up? The answers didn't seem to be there for Planet Dog.
Crazy. That was pretty anticlimactic way after being able to barely hold on to your throne. You just end up dying to a throne push. Just
Yeah, it makes sense though.
I mean, Arc Warden, Sven, pretty hard to beat in those kind of categories.
I feel for Mag. I feel like he probably feels he underperformed in the late game. I think it's fair to say.
If he doesn't feel like he underperformed, then he probably should feel that way.
That's rough. But big ultimates, hard to land perfectly. If they get those, they obviously just win. But there were definitely a couple that you're like, but I thought this was a free black hole game.
Oh man, when he TP'd in to the Roshan on top of the wolves, and I was like, oh shit, here comes the turnaround, and he doesn't pop either one of his refreshers. Now it's rough.
I wonder if he regretted just not popping it before he TP'd or something.
Yeah. Oof. What was that game? Let's take a look at the graph real quick. Yeah, that was... You could definitely see when Planet Dog was owning the game. And then OG was owning the game. And we just kind of went back to some zero.
I'm surprised it went that close, like that further in favor of Planet Dog around 60 minutes or so. I guess it's just because Fly was the only one who didn't have 25. Damn. Oh, Planet Dog. That's rough. I have to play OG in the first round, but I mean, it is a single elimination. And then just, is it best of 5 final, do you know, or is it just best of 3?
I have no clue.
Let's see what it says.